Stream, we're going to be running the tier order map. It's or was, I'm not sure if they've redone it, but a pretty good money making map. I'm going to go back here to the coach. I'm going to change out my guns. I'm going to run the 303 and the 223. Here.
Yeah, I'm going to run my 308, 223.
Door.
Get up tree stand.
Yeah. As you see there, the recommended class is 4 to 8 with the 303. It is big enough to take the red deer down, which is what hitting the fallow deer are the main things that I'll be pursuing on this map, or trying to find out. The maps have been redone. They've populated them and they've moved zones around, so there are no need zones open as of yet. This will be the first time I've been on this map since they've done that. The money making may be a little slow, but trust me, on this map, once you get everything done, you can make lots of money.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my best money making map.
I'm going to go down here and it'll tell you what's called a 4-white-tail, black-tail, mule deer, and sitka deer. There are sitka deer on this map, so I will leave that call in there. This also works for sitka deer.
Yeah, there's like 4 callers that'll work for sitka deer, and usually I just stick with the red deer caller because there's red deer as well, and it calls in the sitka deer too. So
as you just heard, that was a red deer call right there. So I'm going to go down and click on my red deer caller. Also going to go and select my red deer scent. These two combos are highly deadly. I have taken many red deer diamonds. I use them both. I carry a tree stand, a tripod, and a tent. We have our feed. Just going back out of this and go into my inventory. And as you see, we now have a wheel. So I'm going to click on weapons, go to 303. It's going to go in the first slot, and you got to come over here and go down your ammo. 303, click on the can, and go down the sight, click on it, and as you see, it's applying all that. And then you're going to go.
Oh, you died.
Down the board. I'm going to go over to my wheel. And I'm going to unequip on that one. And I'm going to leave that one in there. I'm just going to move it down one slot. That's why I can have my red deer stuff right there close together. And I'll go here and I'll click on the red deer collar. And I will apply it in the red deer scent. And I'll apply it. Now we are ready to hunt this map. The reason I'm carrying the 223 is because it's good for your hogs and stuff like that. Again, when you're trophy hunting, proper ammo is a huge thing. Make sure you have it. If you're just out to shoot things and just have fun, of course, trophy hunting's fun for me. Then it really doesn't matter. But we're going to hit a few of my favorite spots, but like I said, they have redone the map, so they were supposed to relocate animals, relocate need zones, and this is a fresh start. So let's just go see what we can find and see what we can get. Okay, first thing I want to do is I'm going to pull up my map. As you can see, I'm right here. Okay. This up here used to be a really good area for money making. It's in the top left corner. It's called Bay of Rest. But I'm going to go down here to this lodge here. I'll fast travel to it. I think I picked the right lodge. I'll have to look at the lake again to make sure.
It's I think if you're going for the red deer head, red
Yeah, okay.
he's at, that's up past that lookout tower. Actually, you could have just went straight down from where we were and worked your way across. And you come out on the left side where the red deer, where that blind is, builder stand. I'm gonna head up towards the Bay of Rest and see if there's anything up there.
We will. And actually, this right here was the lake that I was looking for. Tell it because it has the sand all the way around it. That was a really, well, yeah, I'm gonna say was because I'm not sure what it is now. But for red deer and sika deer, that was a really good area.
Bay of Rest had good for goats, some red deer, and a lot of sika deer.
Your sika deer was one of the main money makers on here, and the pigs. You can, and the red deer too. There's quite a bit of red deer, but the red deer was not like quite like the sika deer and stuff. The sika deer you can choose anything you want, and the pigs pretty much the same. The red deer, you would actually start to lose population if you hunted them too heavy. The 303 is another one of my favorite rifles. It covers a decent variety of animals.
4 through 9, I think, or 4 through 8, something like
4
that.
through 8. Since right here, since the wind blowing directly where I want to go. And but it's just an all-around good gun. Like I said, this is a fresh start. There are no need zones open. They've redone the map. The population has been redone. They're supposed to move some need zones. They were supposed to change times on need zones because a lot of the red deer were having to be hunted overnight. So they were trying to bounce need zone times up to morning time and evening time. So again, we'll just go down here and just, we'll see what we see and what we find. And I'm basically just going to go down in here. I usually have a tent at this place where I can fast travel to. But I got blue screen, so all my tents got pulled up. And therefore I have them out on the map. Basically what I do with tents on maps like this, I love putting tents out. I mark my hot zones with them. And then you can just fast travel from hot zone to hot zone. Saves a lot of time, and you make more money if you save time. I believe we are good.
Shotgun.
You know, getting close to evening. So once I get down in here, I will be, I will change the time once it gets dark. And I'm just going to sit around this lake in a tree stand or maybe in this build-a-stand down here. I'm not sure which one yet. I'll know more once I get down in here.
The one closest to the lake's the best one. The upper one is where, well, what it used to be, mostly red deer. But the one down close to the lake in the sandbar was one where you hit red deer, sick of deer, and all that stuff.
Yeah, right there, they tell red deer meat call. Call back and the calling on the red deer used to work really, really well.
Yeah, it would draw them in.
I haven't. Again, I mean, I'm not boosting myself or trying to toot my horn, but I have killed a lot of diamond red deer.
You got what, 8 or 9, 11, something like that?
Yep. And again, when you're doing your calling, basically when they call, you're going to want to give it a few minutes, and then you're going to want to answer them. But you don't want to overcall either.
Because then they'll just figure, hey, you know where I'm at, you'll come to me. So you gotta keep their interest.
And this is what I'll also do, as you see where that call is coming from. I will take and turn this direction and hit the caller, and it'll throw the sound out that direction. And therefore it thinks it's moving away.
And he don't want to let his girlfriend get away, so it'll bring him in. Just one. That's one deer, all this area, all this drink zones. Oh, that's poop. Don't want to click on that. I'll go into slow-mo.
And as you can tell, I have not heard him make a call for a few minutes. And I have not seen him come through the woods yet. They will try to work downwind.
Yeah, I've noticed they will try to work around you to get downwind to get a whiff of where you're at when you're calling.
So I'll bring out the caller again, and I will turn.
Get it took off.
He's pretty much staying in the same area. What we like to call locked up. There he is. And there he goes. He's working down the hill. He's a level 5 medium. As you can see, he's raising his head in the air. He's trying to get scent.
rifle. Shoot turkeys.
Again, a good headset. I mean, it's not a must for the game, but it sure does come in handy. I don't know whether you picked up on it, but as I was scoped in, I was having an animal moving down here to my right. It is pretty thick back in here. If you scoop them off, now I'm not sure about since the update, but whether they done anything to the way the animal reacts. But the red deer is one of your animals that will come back. Even if you shoot one, they will filter back in. So if you shoot one, be patient, just stay in your stand. Don't go down and harvest the one you shot as long as you know where it's at.
So, key thing where you use your map, and you'll see the green circle, then you'll know where it's at, or where to start tracking from.
I am a creeper. I crouch walk everywhere. Try to keep it 2 bars and under.
Yeah, that sound meter needs tweaked.
Yes, it does. You should be able to shove all the way up on your joystick when you're crouch walking. I wish they'd go in and change that whole thing over anyway, because I mean, I do not in real life crouch walk through the woods. I'd be louder than all get out.
Fall over, trip over my own feet. I think they moved the trees back over on Bay of Rest. Used to be closer to the road.
But again, if you spook them off, or they don't come out, it's not a big thing, or at least it didn't used to be with the red deer. As you see, we got tracks down here in front of me. That was probably the one that I heard.
So we can see.
And that's when you're coming down into this lake. This was, like I said, was a huge money-making area for me for red deer and thicket deer. Going to ease down in here, and once you get down in here, you're going to want to kind of scope around. Far side of the lake down there. That's a fair piece away, even though it doesn't look like it. Anything over 500 yards, the animal will disappear. So I'm just going to glance around here. And here, like I said, the map's been redone, so there are no need zones. But your need zones are a time-based thing. And therefore, they'll either be able to be seen of a night if they're of a night zone, or if they're a morning zone, they'll be light up of a morning and you can just click on. If they're morning, and you're there of an evening, they will not light up, so therefore you will not find that in evening. Anything around the lake. And
I haven't seen anything up here at Bay Arrest either.
just pay close attention to your wind direction, as you see right here in front of me. This is a drinking zone. It's for thicket deer. It is for 10 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. There's one thing that has changed, because the thicket deer usually run the other side of the lake down there. So, this map I was not herding on for animals. I was on it before they done the update and redid the map. I come in here and the other day before they did the update, and I counted over 20 something red deer just over on that bank right there, right around that area, matter of fact, right in there. And I had several thicket deer over on this side over here. So I mean, we have hunted my map, and it has started getting a little slow on red deer. But then we stopped shooting so many, and the population grew back. So if you're watching your thing, and you see that you're not seeing as many, and they're becoming far in between, just start harvesting something else, and give it time, and let your population go back up. But this area was good for morning, it was good for evening, and it was good for night as far as the red deer goes. He's still up there making a mating call. So if he did not, he would circle down around and try to get wind of me. Again, the red deer used to be really easy to call in. There's a red deer warning. And you'll get that a lot. Them red deer bulls will throw up a warning a lot of times, and you won't even hear them. Just because you don't hear them on this map for some reason doesn't mean that they're a long way off. I mean, usually they're pretty close on this map. Unless that has changed since they've done the update as well. This is one of my favorite maps out of all the maps, though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this map when it came out. And the fallow deer were huge on here. Killed a lot of turkey off this map too.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw 17 turkey in one area just the afternoon one.
Yeah, and still didn't even...
Yeah, still hadn't found them.
Yeah, it didn't even slow the population down at all. No wonder it's 4:30 almost.
Yeah, it's getting towards.
That's why I'm not seeing anything up there. I thought it was morning.
No, I haven't taken time.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Didn't pay attention to that. I was like, something ain't right.
They
Is
did.
everything where we need it to be?
Did to bring a new map out. As far as the looks of it and stuff, it is absolutely beautiful. The moose and the whitetail and the birds are plentiful. But as far as how the animals are, the needs and stuff on there, not a huge fan of it. It's always great to hunt whitetail. I really enjoy it. But you either find them in herds on the new map or you don't find them, period. And as far as big ones, there are a lot of level 2 miners on there that are decent size. But the moose, their spoons are not real big. Their daggers are pretty big on some of them. But there's even a lot of small moose on there. They should have just basically separated the need zones, spread them out more over the whole map. Basically, on that map, to open your need zones, basically you just have to travel all the roadways and the paths, and you'll open up all the need zones. Almost. I'm not saying when you're walking through the woods you won't run into them, because you do. But for the most part, the majority of the need zones on the new maps are done by you just either walking the pathways, or as we did on my brother-in-law's map, we rode four-wheelers and opened up a bunch in a short time period. And a bird dog. I wish they'd have brought out a bird dog. You want to have a map with a bunch of birds? Throw a bird dog in. But as far as the beauty of it, it's probably one of the most prettiest maps that's been made. The layout of the land, I absolutely love the layout of the land. Just need those few things tweaked, and I believe they've done alright on it. And throw in a couple more bigger animals. I'm not a huge bird hunter. I'm not knocking those that are. I'm not one of them. I've never been in real life, and I'm not a fan of it on the game. I'm not saying I haven't done it, because I have. That's on this map. What I like to do is I like to go halfway down through here, or maybe a little more than half, and I'll actually pull out my binoculars and I'll range one side of the lake and then turn and face the other side and range it. Try to keep everything around 300 yards. On this map, as far as predators, pigs are about the only thing that's really going to attack you. I'll take the binoculars and I'll range everything. Like I said, I usually have 10 around on this map that had everything marked. Binoculars. Okay, we're looking at looks like 278, 279 yards. No, 278 is the distance that away. Okay, and basically 419, so I'm going to want to go a little further down. Kind of like split the difference between the two. As you see, my scent is blowing up the hill from here. Now, it used to be the red deer coming down off the hill right here to my left. I'm not sure what's going to happen this time, but I'm just going to, right up here, I'm going to throw out, well, not throw out, but put up a tree stand and make sure you're wearing your cover scent. But before I throw up that tree stand, I'm going to spray out some of my red deer scent. In fact, I'll go ahead and start going out here. I wish they had a meter on the scent, but they don't. Collar. And basically, I just spray it on the bushes. That don't tell you how long it lasts. I do have everything unlocked to have it be more as a powerful attractant and for it to go farther along with the wind. Get my tree stand out, and as you see, I got the red outline for the tree stand showing where I can put the tree stands. Not a huge fan of them picking and choosing what trees because, I mean, there's quite a few lit up here, but as you can see, there should be more that you can do. Basically, what I want to do is I'm going to take this one because it comes to a point where that's out here, and I'm going to put it as high up in the tree as I can get it, facing the water. I'm just going to get up in it. Quite split the distance completely. Still to the back there. I mean, I can make that shot, and if it's big enough, I will make that shot. But for the most part, we're looking at 300 and something yards. All these are a kill shot with the 303. Back of the thing back here is 366, so pretty close to where I wanted to be. It will do. I mean, I can shoot anything anywhere around here. I mean, even if it's back up in there, I'm good shooting for out to, well, 500 yards as far as you can see them. I mean, it's no big deal. And as you can see, my scent spray is about to run out. I'm glad they finally did come up with a meter for it. Deer collar here. Okay, as you see, I hear a pig up behind me. before they redone the map, you did not see any pigs around this lake. So that evidently is something new. I mean, there are still red deer here, as you've seen the one as I was walking into the lake. How many, I don't know. And then that collar there, that is the sick of deer warning, and probably getting it because of my scent. Even though you're wearing scent cover, they still pick up on your scent. Not anything you can do about that. Once gets in these zones open up and find out what animals are where again, then I'll go further into it and go over what you need to do or where you need to go to make that quick money if it's still that way on this map. That's yet to be seen since they've redone it. But it used to be a really good money making map. That spray's about to run out, so I'm going to apply it. As you see, my meter thing reset.
If you get a chance, check your map, see if there's any new outposts on your map. Yeah, I found 3 so far that don't have.
There's one.
There's one there down the middle of the map. And there's one. Where was it?
Right, here's 1, 2.
One. Let's open up 1. There's 2, and there's another one. I don't think. Yeah. They've added outposts. Yeah, there's 2 right close to each other, down by the peninsula.
Yeah, I think there's 2 over here. Right here.
And there's one bottom left, well, about midway, back, like basically directly behind the way you're facing. There's one there.
This one, right back here.
Yeah, that one, and then there's 2 other ones down there on that peninsula.
Right. That'd be 3.
So they must have added those with that revamp.
Actually,
Because I know we played this enough that all the outposts and everything should be unlocked.
yeah.
And you still got a need zone up there for chamois to the right. That was there, so I know none of us have been there yet. And I just opened up that one there. And opened up another one on the far left going down the road. Keep going to the right.
That's right here. One lake where I guess you can see.
Yeah, that was your chamois honey hole, but go up, I think. Keep going up, follow that road. Yeah, right there. Down. See, there's still one need zone that was still left. Where was it? Where did I see it? It was a chamois.
7.
Because I was showing Stink that one. Thought it was odd that one need zone was still there.
Well, that wasn't even the chamois area up there.
Yeah, I know. I checked it and it said it was for chamois.
Right there. 6 here. I could try to call him in, but he's out of range because he calls are only good for a couple hundred yards. He's a level 4. Nice size stick of deer. So there is a nice size stick of deer here at this lake. Put my map anyway. Now you can shoot them with the 303. I have the 223. So I have the big up behind me up here. I'm just going to put my map here quickly. Trying to show you where I'm at. I am just south of Kake Hut. So on the left hand side of the map, down below Bay of Rest. And like I said, it was a really good red deer spot. Stick of deer, as you heard of now, got bigger that it didn't have before they redone the map. So maybe they moved some of the wild pigs over this direction. But I'm just going to go through and get my, I mean, you won't get to see them all. That would be a really long stream. But I'll be getting my usual hot spots where I found everything before and just seeing what's in that area. And that'll tell me whether I have to change up what I do on this map or whatever have you. Yeah, I could be out looking for need zones, but for the most part, if you're going to like come down to a waterway like this, it is a lot easier just to get in a tree stand tripod, and when the mammals come in, you will highlight them, and then that'll mark the need zone. So basically, you're hunting and getting these zones at the same time is what I'm. Like I said, here and up here at Bay of Rest was 2 of my hot zones. And then if you take and come over this way, this right here, all this over in here was basically red deer and fallow deer. And right here where the bridge is, it's all down through here. Red deer and fallow deer. And this side over here was your feral goat. And this up in here was your chamois area, as I call them. This up in here was pretty much dead. That lake there, but I'll have to look at it again because they've redone everything. And then anything.
That's what I was thinking.
And anything down through here was a pig zone. All this down in here. Now this over in here, I found red deer down in here, the deer. The hard turkey deer, they were mostly generated up in the safe area up in down through here, and mainly along this road right here. And there's another sick of deer right there. Female. I'm not hearing a whole lot of calls around here, and that's something different because usually you would be hearing a bunch of calls for the red deer and the deer. So they may have still had them around here, but kind of like broke up the population. Wasn't so many here. I'm going to sit in this stand and just see if anything's changed. I'm just going to see it a little bit through the dark. Because it used to be a big area for red deer of a night. And that's something they were supposed to go in and change. So we're just going to find out. Losing your need, though, is kind of disappointing, especially when the population is okay. I had a really good population. I had my areas already marked, all that. But I think they more or less done it to generate interest back into the game. Because even I quit playing it for a while, even though it is one of my favorite, well, it's my favorite game. And I have some friends that are like, well, they keep putting the same thing on every map. No, yeah, I mean, the whitetail and the moose are on a lot of maps. There's elk on a few. Would it be nice to see a different variety of animals? Yeah, don't get me wrong, but to me, it's all about getting on here with the guys and gaming and having fun and hunting for that big one. Now, I did grind a little bit on the great one, the red deer,
Rain stopped.
and the gray one on the whitetail.
Okay.
I did not find any.
It stopped. Looking.
Even though I
settings.
put in hours on it. I don't know what you had to do to get them unlocked. I watched videos on it and did exactly what a few of the videos was doing, and it just didn't work for me. And it does rain a little bit on here. It's not bad like the Mississippi map.
The Mississippi map's horrible with rain.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Love the whitetail hunting on the Mississippi map.
Mm-hmm.
I killed a few diamonds off there. Just the rain is too much. They were supposed to break it down to 50-50. Said they did. I don't see it. It still rains quite often. If you are an impatient gamer or whatever have you, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but sitting in a tree stand, waiting out animals is definitely not going to be your game style. But if you want to find, I'm not saying you can't kill diamond by running around all over the place, because I've seen videos of guys doing it, but my diamonds that I have in my lodges is more than proof that being patient works really well.
Yeah, the saying, good things come to those who wait, is definitely proven in your lodges.
And if you are an actual hunter in real life, do not be afraid to use what you use in the woods on this game. You would be amazed at how well it works.
There's a chamois working their way into the rest zone.
But I definitely have noticed a difference already. I know I've been streaming almost an hour already. We've only seen just a few animals, a couple calls. Yes, that's the difference between the new update and everything being redone and what I could have showed you if I'd have been streaming when I played this before that. You would definitely see the difference. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, because it does, get you back involved on the game if you want to open up in these and stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of heartbreaking.
All the time and money spent
Yeah.
setting things up and building up your population and all that stuff, and then you got to start over from scratch again. But if you're a fan of hunting and love to do it, this is something you can do year round and even practice some new skills and see if they work.
Yeah. Dad, I found the big lake that we were at this one time.
Again, I'm going to bring it up again because it's very important. When you are having to redo your need zone, be careful on what you shoot, how many you shoot of it. Because like I said, with the update, they have repopulated things, they have moved things, and you don't know what you have until you start opening up the need zones. And so just watch what you're doing, basically what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to see you ruin your map by going in there and just shooting up a bunch of crap every time you run across it.
Yeah, don't shoot everything that moves, because there could be only one in that need zone, and wipe out that need zone, and that population is not going to be there. It's not going to grow. It's time-taking process.
And another way you can find need zones too is walking through the woods and you click on the track. Now I've gotten to the point where I can tell you what size that trophy rating will be on that animal just by its weight. And as you play the game, you'll get to know all that too, for those who are just starting and those who have been playing. I even have a list of what all the animals on every map's diamond rating is, and I can go ahead and look at it when I can't quite remember. But if you run onto the track and you see a big one, click on follow that track, and it'll lead you to need.
And sometimes it'll be just one track for something, and you click on it, and it turns out to be a need zone.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to click on tracks when you're just out walking around, especially when you're trying to find need zones, such as we are right now. Yeah, it comes in handy. Sometimes you get lucky.
As in real life, when you're hunting, better be lucky than good.
I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
Yep.
Now, at Chamois Zone I was telling you about, across, it was where I'm at now on the map. I am in the middle south.
Okay.
I was about to say middle of nowhere.
So there's a chamois sleep zone, resting zone, from midnight to 4:30. And that was the need zone that I found that was already on the map.
Okay.
I didn't open it. Because this one was a mid-afternoon area for chamois. Oh, I didn't want to enter, I wanted to track a call. Pretty sure it was that male chamois. Let's see how many come into this need zone. Let's see, need zone is roughly 100 yards.
Population. The reset time on that, I'm not sure if they twigged it in this last update, but it was 6 days. Now, I'm going to tell you how you can go in and fast forward in 6 days. It does cost a little bit of money. I think last time I took this around $9,000. But just go into your tent or your lodge, and you will go into your rest area where you change the time, rotate it 1 day forward, stay in that lodge, rotate it 1 day forward again, and just do that. I usually done that about 7 times. I know it said 6, but I did 7 times just to be sure. Just keep rotating it 1 day ahead of time, and that'll give you your 6 days.
Everything to repopulate.
Yeah.
Respawn, right?
I will tell you this, again, not sure what all this update entailed, other than the maps being redone, and a new map period, and the times being changed for some of the need zones, mainly on this map.
And also, it's still map specific. You can't just like reset one map, say 6 or 7 days, and it doesn't do all the maps.
Right.
You've got to do each map individually.
But when you do it, and it does repopulate your animals, it still takes time. The animals are not going to spawn automatically back where they were, and some of them don't.
Yeah,
Some of them will spawn at a
in.
some will spawn at a different need zone, but for the most part, you have to let them filter back in.
So play it a few extra, round through a few extra days playing and hunting, whatever, and just take your time. Don't shoot everything and just let everything filter back in. Now, the population, the need zones will stay there, but the populations may shift. Like say red deer on this map, say it's by a certain lake. Well, you reset it, and if say the population was 14, it may come back only be 7, but there may be 12 at another nearby, and that may only have been 2. So there's no way to determine where the population is going to respawn at. But they'll filter back in. They may have more in one area than where you were. It just varies. It's the luck of the draw, really.
Hello. And again, you're on here. If you watch this, I am Crosshair. And then you have J-Man, my brother-in-law, and my nephew, Dog Baller. If you would like to know anything or have any comments, just leave them. If you would like to game with me,
Feel free to look us up on PS4.
Yep, look us up on the PS4 platform, Crosshair's Ball, J-Man, or Dog's Baller. I'd be more than happy to game with you.
To help you out if you're having trouble with something. I mean,
or if you just want to have fun hunting, whatever it may be, just friend request.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We appreciate your time. And ring that bell.
Starting to get dark. And again, I have not had any calls. So I'm going to hop down out of the tree stand here real quick. And I'm going to put out the tent. I'm just going to go in here, like right here, and hit the rest button. And just up the time. 6 in the morning.
Now, look at something.
Like I said before, I normally have a tent here, but I get it figured out what's going to be around here. This used to be a hot zone for me, making zone, money making zone, but it may not be now, so I just sat there to an evening. Yeah. Yep, the pigs have changed. There are pigs right here. I got 2 level 4s over there, a level 3, a level 2 and a level 1.
So instead of the red deer being here at night, it's now feral pigs. And pigs will also filter back in.
Yes.
You shoot one, wait a few minutes, they'll all filter right back into the same spot. Then you keep it back to your count.
See, it's 280 away. Back to my 303. And I'll put it at 164 because that's good for 164 to 328.
Big tracks there, but it stayed there, it didn't disappear. I hear you, Jamie, where are you at?
And let's see. He is down.
You in that stand, Stink? Are you in the stand?
So the pig at this lake is something new. We'll sit here and actually wait because they filter back in like they used to. I mean, they used to come this lake. Like I said, that's new, but we'll just watch and see if these are the same as the pigs used to be and filter back in.
Pigs, feral goats, sick deer. Pigs and goats filter back in
Red deer.
fairly quick. Red deer filter back in, but the sick deer take a little bit longer to filter back in, but they do filter back in.
Or used to anyway. We don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know about them since the new update. I don't know. Guess I have to look up that update, see what all they did tweak. There's a chamois feed zone, 4 in the morning to 8:30. He's in this. Only one, showing one. So if you see one, don't shoot it. See a chamois, don't shoot it. It's only showing one on the need zone. So it shows a feed zone and a resting zone right near each other here.
Now, the pig has been closer. My 223 is good for up to class 4. I would have shot with a 223, but that distance, it would have probably just penetrated the flesh. So I went ahead and shot it with my 303, which is still good for that class.
Allow under the party chat. Zach, back here, go back to sleep. You in here? Okay. Is Eric back out there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was a chamois hot zone, but now there's only like one
Yeah.
in the flock over here, so I'd say the population has shifted to elsewhere.
And again, as you hear him talking about huts and stuff, we used to have areas on the map where we always went to because it produced really well. But since the need zones have been, it is vitally important that you unlock need zones. Because the more needs, yeah, more needs, the more population.
Yep.
Stand is setting on this lake is pretty much useless. Let's walk around it, see if there's any need zones. Again, should have been some over here right.
Around this whole lake?
Yeah, once you go to the left and start walking around, I'll go to the right and we'll check for need zones near the lake.
Alright.
Shoreline. And see if we can find other shanty.
Need zones?
Yeah. Or it might be something different. They may have moved like they did the red deer down to lake at night.
Like
It's now picked.
6:30 in the morning here now. Basically, I'll stay here until about 9 or 9:30 in the morning, and then I'll start moving around. Jason knows how the time on the game goes according to real life time.
Yeah, 15 minutes on game time is roughly 4 minutes on real life. So an hour would be 16 minutes, so roughly 15 minutes is an hour of game time. So 15 minutes real life time is an hour of game time. So if you think about it, it's really not a whole lot of time you're spending, but believe me, you get sucked into this game and you'll be hours upon hours real life time before you even realize, oh, I just started this. And here, you know, start 6 in the evening and next thing you know, it's 3 in the morning.
Yeah. It's 3 in the morning right now, actually.
Yeah, there used to be a feed zone here for morning. It's moved because it's not here now.
And again, there's two ways you can open up the need zones. I mean, you can walk through the woods and stuff.
And take your time and hunt and find need zones as you're hunting different areas.
Or you can just get on a four-wheeler and fly through the woods. Yeah, it spooks the animals and you're not really going to see a whole lot to shoot, but you're also cutting your heat time finding down quite considerably.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll just, you know, hit the main roads and the main paths on four-wheelers. We'll all take different areas of the map.
There's that red deer level 5. Okay, we've got two level 5s down there.
So they're still filtering into the morning, which they were before.
Yeah, on the wrong end, the different end.
Yeah, different end of the lake.
But like I said, I got 2 there. Okay, there's a level 6 heart. So I do have 3 red deer bulls coming in up there. Yeah, they're not real big. They're 2 level 5s and level 6. And before the update, I was having mythical 7s and legendaries here. And that's all due to me taking the smaller ones out and then repopulating, growing and being
slowly,
bigger.
Yeah, slowly starting at like the level 1s, 2s, whatever, and take those out first and then let it repopulate and then move up a notch, take those out, and slowly build up the population where you end up with, you know, 7 through legendary, 7 through 10.
So see now I'm only seeing 3 there. I will harvest one of them and let the other 2 go. And as I have this level 5 is one broadside.
Yep, thanks, Shane. Take me.
And as you see, dropped immediately. That is the 303.
I found elk. Found elk. Oh, me red deer, man.
You found a red deer zone.
So basically,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that'll be all the bulls I take out at.
I don't know what level this
So
is.
there's only 3 coming into that need zone. I don't want to take it down to 1. The higher the number on your need zone, the more population will build up on that need
I
zone.
can't see him from here.
But he dropped immediately. So that would be a heart shot. And again, that was at 330 yards.
Just don't shoot him till I can get an eyeball on and see what level he is. I mean, I want to shoot him
There's
anyway.
one really big one.
And as you can also see in this video, I shot that pig over there, and back before the update, the pigs would filter back in. They have not come back in.
Oh, they haven't?
So that would be a change.
Yeah,
So shooting a numerous amount of pigs is not going to be an option unless you are on foot, keep trailing them and shooting them that way, and that gets very time consuming.
Just think you put a marker where you saw him.
Yeah. Like right there.
See down here on the left hand side of the lake that I was looking at, that's where you used to see.
That's 7.
Right there,
No,
that area right in there is where the red deer and the sick deer cross all the time.
He's still there?
yes.
Alright,
There's 2 bulls.
Okay.
But I have opened up a drinking zone for
There's 3
pigs
bulls.
and for red deer and for sick deer. The red deer and the pig just about
Go for 3. And you got a good, close enough shot. Take the
okay.
smallest
See, the
one.
level 6 has come back in.
It's
So the red
farthest
deer
one.
basically is
Okay,
telling
we're
you
not spooked or anything yet. So
is going to filter
Ease
back
up.
in, and it took no
The
time at
wind's
all
blowing right towards
for that
them.
level 6 to come back
you
in.
got scent, you got scent cover?
So
Yeah.
Put your scent cover on.
when you're hunting red deer on here, and once you get all your need zones unlocked, then you can take and shoot the red deer and stay in your stand or tripod, and they will filter back down in. I mean, that was pretty quick for that red deer to come back.
Yeah, these usually take a few moments. They take a
Yeah, I
beat.
found a drinking area
Cool.
for red deer.
This was chamois area, now there's red deer
It's
over here.
basically
Now
what
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red deer over here.
Okay. I'm working my way around the other side.
Alright.
basically what I'm finding out about this area that used to be a really hot zone is that it has most definitely cooled down. The sick deer are still here, because we did see a couple. The red deer are still here, because we've seen a couple. And now they've had a pig coming in here. So that's new. But again, the pigs did not filter back in. So you're not going to be able to sit there and just keep shooting the pigs like you used to be able to do.
I mean, that may change, but so we don't know what exactly all they revamped.
So, you know, I mean, I haven't killed a sick deer here, but we do know that there is a drinking zone here for them, because I opened up over there on the other side of the lake when I come down to it. But that is basically all I'm going to shoot here. I'm going to basically just get down, excuse me, down out my tree stand, and I will walk over towards the build a stand over here and kind of like go back in this corner and just see if I see any zones right along the line. and if I do, then I will open them up as I go around and collect my animals and see what other animals I spot while I walk around there to give me more of an idea of
No,
what's
there's
here.
only 2 bulls.
But this is not even so far from the hot zone that I had here. But like I said, the more knee zones you open, the more your population will build up. So hopefully as we open up knee zones that this builds up. Again, I will do more streaming on this later once we get some stuff opened up, and I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps you out.
Highlighted. It's 5.
If you have any questions, like I said, just send me a comment, a question, and I'll answer as quick as possible. And again, if you would like to game with me on this game, look me up on the PS4 platform.
Got a shot.
It's Crosshairs Ball.
Now you turned.
Send me a friend request.